Hello and welcome to the Showboys Newscast, bringing you all news and no opinion. I am Mike.
And I am Nick.
Thanks for joining us. We've got a lot to cover, so let's get right into it.
And getting right into it, we have a reboot from an 80s classic, which the Toxic Avenger Reboot has cast Kevin Bacon as the baddie, who appears to have beat out another well-known actor for the role. Elijah Wood is said to have been in the running to play the corrupt executive. Macron Blair will direct and reboot the 80s classic based on a character who seeks revenge on those that have done ill to him, and star Peter Dinklage in the leading role.
Yeah, Toxic Avenger Reboot. We were just talking about this before we went live, and you have no idea what the Toxic Avenger is, but
none. But I saw remember, Kevin Bacon and Elijah Wood. I saw the names, and it just
the Pete,
was like,
bro, the Dink.
Yeah, the Dink's here. He's gonna be the Toxic Avenger. That's big.
Yeah, I remember having a Toxic Avenger coloring book when I was a wee lad. So, yeah, there's that.
I wish you still had it.
I know, right? Coloring. Those were the good old days. Anyways, moving along, we have, first off, I'm just thrown off because usually I go first. Now, I was not prepared for that.
Yeah, our bad. I mean, we missed the, I need to do the clap at the beginning.
Yeah. Anyways, so we have some Netflix news for you guys. The Wire actor has been cast as Albert Wesker in the Resident Evil series. Lance Reddick, who plays Cedric Daniels in The Wire, is all set to play Resident Evil's Albert Wesker. The live action Resident Evil series was picked up by Netflix and will run for at least 8 episodes. Riddick will be joined by Ella Balinska from Charlie's Angels, Tamara Smart from The Worst Witch, and Sienna Agudong from No Good Nick. This is not to be confused with the Resident Evil movie reboot that is coming in September. This is a series on Netflix. Speaking of Netflix, Wayne Brady has been cast in the villain of the Cuphead series. That's right. The Cuphead video game, which I had no idea was being adapted into a series, is in fact being adapted into a series on Netflix. And the Whose Line Is It Anyway standout Wayne Brady will be lending his voice as the villain here, King Dice. No release date has been announced as of yet, but again, interesting game that they would make a show out of. I always wanted to play the game. It always looked super cool to me, but never got around to it.
Yeah, Crosswater was a fan of that, I do believe. Played a decent amount of it. And also Wayne Brady. I don't know, that's a cool name.
Yeah, Wayne Brady's awesome. I enjoy him. I used to watch Whose Line Is It Anyways a lot too back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that about does it for Netflix. And of course, wouldn't be a newscast without a DC segment. So let's get caught up on the latest DC news and rumors. We have an update on the Nightwing movie. Hope remains that there will be a Nightwing movie coming to fruition. Nightwing has been in limbo for about 4 years now, and the lack of updates was rightfully worrying for fans. Chris McKay recently addressed the concerns and stated that Nightwing has not been shelved and still may see the light of day. Quote, "As far as I'm concerned, it's not lost yet," which doesn't give me much confidence. I mean, we can say a lot of movies aren't lost yet, but that doesn't mean that they're going to happen. But that makes me sad because Nightwing's a cool character, and hopefully it isn't lost and will actually be made, because the next spicy rumor that we have is that the Nightwing movie will allegedly be a part of the Snyderverse. So one way to kickstart the idle Nightwing film may be to inject it into the Snyderverse. Sources state that Nightwing will be included within the Snyderverse as a means of breaking the holding pattern the movie is currently in. So sounds more of like a publicity thing than something that might actually happen.
I mean, that assumes the Snyderverse has more traction than a standalone Nightwing movie.
True, but I mean, hey, maybe we're still on the heels of the Restore the Snyderverse hype. But yeah, we have another rumor here, the last of the DC news. Grant Gustin, the star of the Flash TV series on the CW, is rumored to be appearing in the Flash movie, which is coming in 2022. If rumors are correct, he will be making an appearance, though at this time he's expected to only make a cameo, which still would be an appearance. So I guess, still a rumor, but, cameo or actual role, same difference in my book. Gustin is familiar with the speedy role as he plays the part of Barry Allen on the CW Flash series, like mentioned. And I also saw an article pop up maybe yesterday or the day before that the CW, they're trying to sign him to a record contract for the Flash. Having used to watch this series, he is really good. He's a really good Barry Allen, and a lot of people were kind of sad that he wasn't cast as the Flash in the Snyderverse and the actual feature films. But he might actually be making an appearance, which, by the way, Ezra Miller, the Justice League Flash, did make a cameo appearance in the CW series, which was pretty cool. He was even wearing the Snyder Flash suit.
That's always fun.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah. Always got to have our staple DC segment. Obviously tapering off a little bit. We can only push the rumors so hard on all of that. Restore the Snyderverse hashtag. Gonna try something a little different here. This is going to be a very small, but I think the first music related article we've ever had on the newscast. I can't remember. I think it is. But also, given the season, we're all out there cutting our grass. Most of us who have lawns and mow them. Mike doesn't mow his.
I do, in fact, have a lawn. Mowing it, yeah. So that's a whole other story.
That's the questionable action of that whole statement. But Rick Ross saves $1 million cutting his own grass per year. The noted lemon pepper wing lover, Rick Ross, revealed that he saves as much as $1 million per year by taking on the noble duty of cutting his own grass. Ross says he spends 5 hours cutting grass on his 200-acre estate with a 45,000 square foot home on it, a chore that he says brings him a sense of normalcy. Further showing his thriftiness, Ross states he also shops at antique stores and flies commercial flights on Delta. So do you hear that? Rick Ross lives just like the rest of us on a 45,000 square foot home in a 200-acre estate. That's how I live. I know that much.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's exactly. Cool
though. I love all the other details that they threw in here. He loves the lemon pepper wings, which
that's just known.
As a normal person, I do love lemon pepper wings.
So good. So good. Underrated too, I would say.
Yeah, I actually went grocery shopping today and got some lemon pepper seasoning because last night, I know this is why you all tune into the newscast, grilled up some drumsticks for the first time ever.
Okay.
And would have really enjoyed them with lemon pepper. They were still so good, but next time we still got another pack. I'm going to slap some lemon pepper on there. But yes, moving on, we got a little bit of gaming news. And this one is super exciting for me. There is a Pokemon MOBA called Pokemon Unite and it is releasing in July, which is like 3 days from now.
Dang.
Yeah, so Pokemon Unite's right around the corner. The 5v5 strategy game is releasing on the Switch in July, followed by other platforms. And by platforms, I think it's just mobile. Later this summer, which I think I saw today, September-ish. The title will support cross-play, cross-progression, and in-game purchases, including a seasonal battle pass. I watched a video of gameplay of this today, and yeah, it looks awesome. I'm really excited for this.
And you're back in the swing. Bought a Switch, playing Pokemon ports.
Exactly.
You're all over it.
Yeah, and the Switch is coming tomorrow, which is, June 29th. So it'll be here right in time to get Pokemon Unite. But it's not like a League of Legends or Heroes of the Storm or Dota MOBA. Instead of like destroying towers and destroying a nexus, you like get these orbs from killing other players or mobs on the map, and then you have to like go deliver them to like goals on the other team's side of the map. And basically it's like a timed thing, and whoever has the most points at the end wins. So it's like an interesting take on MOBAs, but it still has the traditional, like,
right,
there's lanes, it's 5-on-5, it's isometric over the top. You have your 4 moves, ultimates, etc. So I'm really excited about that. It sounds really cool, combining 2 of my favorite things, Pokemon and MOBAs.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, not any of those. There's a new Ghost of Tsushima game coming out. The standalone Ghost of Tsushima expansion is on pace for release later this year. The expansion, titled Ghosts of Ikishima. I'm gonna settle with Ikishima. Basically a whole different island. Will be a follow-up to the 2020 PlayStation exclusive. I also saw an article or a write-up or review, one of the 3 there, that basically said this game was like the new worst modern PlayStation exclusive, which completely counters everything we've covered on it. So I sent that to Chad, and I'm gonna try to incite
awaiting his reply for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to incite him.
Where's the breaking news soundbite?
Yeah,
because he just texted us back. He said, "You text him the articles headline: Forget Days Gone. Ghost of Tsushima is Sony's worst game." And you say, "Shots fired," and he says, "With blanks in the mag." Ooh, man, I don't know. But yeah, that's shocking that someone would say that, because everything that I've heard about this game, having not played it, is that it's a great game. So
yeah, it'll have to be a pickup when I eventually someday in 20 years get a PlayStation 5.
Yes. Speaking of great, the legend himself, Nicolas Cage.
Ooh.
My man Nick, he's got a new movie coming out titled Pig. Dang. Someone stole Nicolas Cage's pig, and he's on a mission to get it back. This redneck version of John Wick will release mid-July and follow Cage, who plays a truffle hunter.
My God.
And Pig, who also hunts truffles.
Holy crap. The fact that they said redneck version of John Wick, like, that's where my mind was going in the first place.
Yes, and it is like I watched the trailer for this while I was in the parking lot waiting for my chiropractor appointment like last week, and it's everything that you think it would be.
Is he still owes taxes? Like, he's still broke and owes that many taxes? Like, geez.
This dude is in, like, I think it's just his mission now as an actor to, like, be in the worst movies ever.
Yeah, it just adds to the debate. Like, is he one of the greats, or is he one of the worst?
Right. Yeah. It's I don't know. You have to watch the trailer, dude. It's great.
Have to. That's ridiculous.
Yes, and then we have a rumor here that there is a sequel to the movie Nobody in development. So yeah, have you know of the movie Nobody? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see it or do you just know of it?
I just know of it.
You need to watch it. It's so good. RZA's in it, by the way.
Oh, I'm watching it.
Yeah. A sequel to Nobody appears to be on the way. Nobody's writer, Derek Kolstad, has apparently started working on a script for the sequel. The original film, featuring Bob Odenkirk, netted approximately $45 million and garnered good reviews, with a nice certified fresh 84% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, this movie was really fun. You know, speaking of John Wick, this is very John Wick-like. And if you're a fan of Bob Odenkirk, it was a really interesting role to see him in. I loved it. It was great. Happened to catch it in theaters. But yeah, recommend it if anyone out there has not seen it yet. I think it's on HBO.
I'll have to check that out.
You'll have to check it out. Don't quote me on that. Moving on, though, we got some Marvel news for you guys. 2 rumors, actually. The first being Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin returning for the Echo series on Disney+. So, yeah, Echo may be bringing back Vincent D'Onofrio in a familiar role as Kingpin. He played the character on Netflix's Daredevil prior to its cancellation in 2018. And the story being, you know, as it ties into Echo, Kingpin killed Echo's father, and she eventually joins his criminal enterprise. That's exciting news. If you've been following along with the newscast, we've been reporting all of the, you know, hearsay revolving around the Netflix Marvel characters popping up and being soft rebooted into the MCU now that, you know, that contract with Netflix is, you know, done for these properties. We've heard rumors about John Bernthal showing up. We've, you know, heard Kingpin, Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin might be returning, but we didn't have many details on it. And so, yeah, looks like he might be showing up in Echo. And then there's another rumor here that Charlie Cox might be appearing in Hawkeye. So, yeah, Charlie Cox, who played Matt Murdock in the Netflix Daredevil series, he is said to appear in the Disney Plus series Hawkeye and may also appear in Echo along with Vincent D'Onofrio. Cox's return is a relief to Daredevil fans who feared the character would be recast. Yeah, Vincent D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox in Netflix, the Daredevil series, they were amazing. So good. Like, Kingpin is one of my favorite villains probably ever, and it's all because of Vincent D'Onofrio in this Netflix series. But yeah, exciting stuff, because those Netflix Marvel shows, you know, they were for the most part really solid. So a lot of people got sad that they got canceled, and then
Canned.
You know, people have been hoping for news like this. So hopefully these become leave the rumor stage and enter the you know, confirmed official stage.
Very nice. Yeah, I mean, there's hope these days. It could happen. If we make it a rumor long enough, it'll eventually be true, right? Is that how it works?
Speak it into existence.
Yeah. A little off the beaten path here. No MCU. I guess this is technically what, WB related?
Yeah, the old CW.
Yeah, so a supernatural prequel called The Winchesters is in development. A supernatural prequel is in the works, following the adventures of John and Mary Winchester, Sam and Dean's parents. The Winchesters will see a returning cast of characters from Supernatural, which recently ended after 15 seasons. Dang. I think I watched up to like season 6, maybe.
It's a long run.
Yeah. It's just, and they're like 22 episode seasons too. At least they were. back when that was a more popular trend. I wonder if they trim those down toward the end there. But I thought that was interesting. That show, it's campy, but it's got its fans. So
Yeah.
I'm sure people will like to go backwards in time, it seems. And I was just ending that series, 15 seasons. I doubt they were like, yeah, let's just not do anything more here. If they made it that long, geez Louise, might as well give it a shot. Get another 10 seasons out of that.
Yes.
Now, for the final segment and the most anticipated segment of the entire evening, it's Star Boys, where we give you all the Star Wars news and rumors.
Wah, 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 wah.
Air horn Mike.
Still working on that soundbite.
Yep. And I mean, this is really I only got one rumor for you, and total like 5 articles here. So some traction in the Star Wars universe. I think that was bound to happen now that we're kind of moving through the Bad Batch and we're kind of approaching the end of that series. And then we're going to be kind of looking onward into the end of summer and fall for what we know will be coming up. But rumor, Timothy Olyphant rumored to return in the Book of Boba Fett. Timothy starred in only one episode of The Mandalorian, which was episode 1, season 1. But that appears, season 2 actually.
Bro, come on.
Yeah, I forget which one we did the companion series on. We gotta go back and do one now.
Yeah,
for the whole season. But that appears to have been all it took to win himself a spot featuring his character Cobb Vanth in the Book of Boba Fett. Timothy, known for his roles on Justified and the Santa Clarita Diet, may fill the oddly but fittingly specific role of the rugged, handsome space cowboy with excellent hair. I mean, he was pretty good in that role. We talked about that at length, and yeah, I could see him coming back, and why not?
Good old Cobb.
Good old Cobb. Yeah, he can come on back, but that's only a rumor, so we'll see.
Also, the Santa Clarita Diet, pretty funny show.
I've heard about that. That's why that was less weird for me to say, because I was like, I know this is a thing. I have not seen it though. Got some news here. Forrest Whitaker is bringing live action Saw Gerrera back to Star Wars. Andor, coming in 2022, will follow Diego Luna's character from Rogue One, set 5 years prior to the events in Rogue One. Andor will also feature Forrest Whitaker's Saw Gerrera, a rebel leader who met his demise in Rogue One. So I'm excited to see Saw Gerrera live action, but slightly younger. Obviously, he was very cool in Rogue One, but it was ultimately his end time, and there's a lot left to be needed from Forrest here.
Saw is one of my favorite Star Wars characters.
I'd have to agree. I mean, yeah, he's pretty, especially for a newcomer like you. I mean, I could see him easily being picked up.
He's had a fascinating journey.
He definitely has. He's definitely he's the bad good guy, if you will, if you put a label on it. Got a little bit of Disney Plus news as the shifting sands in the streaming world. This is kind of isolated to Disney, but other streaming services do this though already. Disney Plus shifts the Mandalorian release schedule following Loki's success. Original content on Disney Plus will now become available on Wednesdays rather than the usual Friday release. The change follows the success of Loki and is also meant to stagger the release of original TV shows and original movies, with movies still releasing on Fridays. I completely agree with this. I think I enjoy watching the midweek Loki episode just for like the midweek new episode feel. Hulu did that with their shows. That's how they did Handmaid's Tale. So
Dave.
I enjoy it that way. Yeah, Dave too. I even like the Tuesdays. I like the earlier in the week new content. HBO, they love to do their Sunday night slots. So it definitely makes sense to take that content off of Fridays there for Disney. So I support this decision.
Nice.
For the love of Star Wars, someone at Lucasfilm take Emilia Clarke's notes and do something, was this article. And I thought this less so much news, more so just a fun, interesting tidbit here around her character from Solo, which I liked a lot. So Emilia Clarke is looking to expand on the story of one of her characters, Kiara, from Solo, A Star Wars Story. The former Game of Thrones star revealed that she's written a plethora of notes on how she foresees the character and her life moving forward. At this time, Disney Plus has not been in contact with her regarding the character moving forward, but it seems that Clarke has already got the future work off to a good start. I guess, she's obviously always into her roles, and she's young and has a lot of energy, so she needs to call up Filoni like right now and say, hey, dude, check out my notes. Want to compare notes? What we got here?
Yeah, bro. Anything to give me more Darth Maul.
Yeah, I mean,
that's how that movie ended, right?
Yeah, that is definitely I can see that, because that would be basically next for her, because that was basically her along with Solo's origin story. Can't really go much earlier than that unless you get like a weird animated series about them being children on the streets of Corellia. But
yeah, Resistance type kid show,
right? Yeah, lighten it up a bit, just maybe even like not a throwaway, but just something a lot lighter than like the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
And the last thing we have here for the night, Christopher Waltz. And this is not a Star Wars show or Starboy segment article, by the way. Christopher Waltz and William Dafoe to star in Walter Hill Western, Dead for a Dollar, and Cannes Market Hot Pick. Dead for a Dollar is set in 1897 New Mexico territory, following the actions of a bounty hunter hired to find a wealthy businessman's wife, who appears to have been kidnapped. The film will feature Christopher Waltz from Inglourious Bastards and numerous other things he's become very popular in, and William Dafoe, Spider-Man, lots of other things as well.
Literally a million other things.
Millions of other things. Dude's been around way longer than it looks. And Myriad Pictures launching international sales at the Cannes Virtual Market this week. So this will be, I guess it looks to be a good Western, just because William Dafoe, Christopher Waltz.
Yeah. And, maybe not Star Wars, literally, but it kind of fits the theme. Bounty hunter, Western.
True.
We were talking about Mandalorian and, Cobb Vanth.
Yeah. Got our desperados, our cowboys, bounty hunters. Yeah. Yeah, it fits in there. Nice and snug, I guess.
Yep.
Trying to think. Was there someone else in that? I don't know. It's gonna be good. I need to go back and rewatch some Christopher Waltz stuff. What was the most recent thing he was in? Was he in never mind. I completely forget. I'm getting confused. I'm getting movies confused now in my mind. Anyway.
Nice.
That's all I got. And you got anything else to add for this evening?
I just wanted to, shout out El Presidente himself, our good friend Cody, for helping us out with, these write-ups. He's been doing our article write-ups for the newscast the last couple episodes, and it's a huge help for us, and we greatly appreciate it, sir. Thank you so much. And hopefully we can get you back on an episode, a little Showboys reunion of sorts.
Yeah, he's returned into the fray, but we cannot show him. We must keep him in the back room, writing furiously for the newscast.
Exactly, just click-clacking away.
And I guess news of our own. We have hit over 100 subscribers on YouTube.
Hey, that's right. Where's the air horns?
More air horns.
Yeah, finally hit our goal of 100 subscribers. So if you've been tuned in the last couple of weeks, you might know that means it's giveaway time. So yeah, if you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you join our Discord. If you are a member of our Discord, but you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, please go subscribe to the YouTube channel to make sure that you meet the requirements for our giveaway, which is YouTube subscriber, Discord member. We will be choosing the winner of our giveaway, which is a Moff Gideon Funko Pop, which, by the way, he's wielding the Darksaber, and it looks super epic, along with a Moff Gideon Funko Pop t-shirt. It's one of those combo packs. Yeah, that will be going to one lucky winner. So make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, join the Discord, and we ask that you please DM myself or Nick in Discord what your YouTube account name is, just so we can make sure we know who's who. So you can be entered into the drawing, and please do that by July 7th. And we will be picking the winner on our show July 8th. So thank you guys so much for those of you who are subscribed to the YouTube channel. And if you enjoy what you heard tonight, please consider subscribing.
So, once again, thank you for joining us. We hope you found this both entertaining and informative. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe everywhere you consume our content. Find all the places we publish our content on our link tree,
which is linktr.ee/Showboys podcast. Be sure to join our Discord server and become a member of the Showboys community to hang out with the Showboys staff and other listeners, as well as get some cool perks, such as being able to see all the articles we had to choose from for this episode of the Newscast, but weren't able to squeeze into the episode. Also, all the the article links that were covered in this episode will be available in Discord too.
If you have anything you would like us to cover in more detail or include in the show here, please comment where available or email us at showboyspodcast@gmail.com. And as Mike said, join us in our Discord. It's a lot of fun and get a lot of stuff going in there. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's rather hopping.
That's right. It's the best place to get all of your Showboys news and updates and the like. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us. And until next time, we will... one last thing, a little announcement. This week, Thursday, July 1st, we will not be having an episode. Wah, wah, wah. Insert sad face. Holidays coming up, having a baby. Decided to take this week off, the first time since we started the podcast. So, and I also think no companion series on Sunday.
Playing that one by ear, but I'm leaving that open for detail.
Yeah, so it's possibly Showboys free weekend this weekend.
Have the newscast though. Still did something.
There you go. We got that. You can always go back and listen to our episode from last week with Wendigoon, which was super fun. But yeah, we'll be back on the 8th. So do not fret. We shall return triumphantly. But yes, until then, have a wonderful night.